All right, we're back.
Are you sure?
As soon as we start talking about Canada, bad things happen. You know what it tells me?
I really like their maple syrup.
They don't use apple juice up there. I'm telling you that right now.
It's all maple.
It's all maple juice.
Yes.
Maple juice.
They are awfully touchy about talking about them, apparently. You know what? Piss on them. Those stupid rules.
I think we should be honored that somebody's watching our show up there.
Yeah. If you want to call the Canadian government watching us, honor. Yeah.
They probably just assigned some Mountie to us to watch it. So
I'm going to politely shut them down.
Excuse me, sir.
A-holes.
Would you mind?
They suck. All right. So anyway, go back to what we talked. I'll do it again. Shut me down again. They have these stupid rules about going there and playing, and you can't do it unless you've had the COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, so you're putting yourself at your own risk, because apparently if you get the stab, you're okay. You're safe. No, it's not really how it works. But you know what happens? You don't get it, and then you can't go and play in Canada. You have to forfeit that money that you'd have made for those games.
Yes.
Yeah, your game checks are done.
Yeah.
So that 4-game series for the Royals, that's 4 game checks.
Well,
Dylan Coleman from Potosi, he's on the list. He ain't playing. There's 10 guys.
Wow.
They have 10 guys.
Real Muto forfeited, I think it was because of his large contract, $360,000.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, and they get put on the COVID list, and that means they can't.
I guess this means Montreal's not getting a team.
I was going to say, if you're MLB, nope. Sorry.
I mean,
Sorry,
I
Canada.
would love to see the Expos back.
No.
Personally,
The Buffalo Expos.
I would love to see the Montreal Expos.
No.
Yeah.
But until Canada drops the Berlin Wall, and Fidel Castro's illegitimate son stops being in power, guess what? You're going to deal with this stuff. There's going to be no Expos.
Wow.
So the Royals don't have 10 of their players. 10 players for their team.
Hold on.
In this 4-game series.
It's
all
the
this
Royals
is,
too. Let's not go crazy here. It's the Royals.
But all
Doesn't
this
matter.
is, hold on, I figured it out. It's only because that might be the only way they can beat the Yankees. I know let's brainstorm. How can we beat the Yankees? I know. If they can't show up and they have to forfeit.
Has Stanton gotten has Stanton and Carpenter gotten the stab yet?
Carpenter.
No.
Carpenter.
Wow.
He's hitting cleanup. He's hitting cleanup.
Oh, my goodness.
It's only because he bats left-handed. He can because Boone is a lefty-righty guy. It's all about. Aaron Hicks was batting third for them because he was a switch hitter. Aaron Hicks is terrible.
It's the stash.
Aaron Hicks can't even make it on my imaginary fantasy baseball
I'm telling
team.
you right now, Mr. Baseball, Tom Selleck with that stash, hit the cover off the ball.
Cannot don't.
Matt Carpenter grows the stash, hits the cover off the ball.
Hey.
I'm just saying, Coinky Dink?
Yep.
I think not.
Yep.
No, one is Tom Selleck. The other one is Matt Carpenter. Okay?
Tom Selleck.
No.
Mr. Baseball 2 is Matt Carpenter.
Gosh. Part of me has died.
After his Yankees career, they got to send him over to Japan. It's the true story of Matt Carpenter's career is Mr. Baseball 2.
He's going to live it out.
Yes.
So I'm done.
How would you like to be Toronto? You've got a winning record. You have a winning record in your 15 games out of 15.
And
And you fired your manager.
And you fired your manager.
Today. You're in a playoff spot. You're in a playoff spot.
He didn't get the stab, so they had to fire him.
He couldn't coach at home.
He couldn't. I can't make it on road trips. So, yeah, you're out. Wait, Toronto is loaded.
Yeah.
And they are.
Well, they this is very much a listen. We're not paying you to be 15 games back of the Yankees.
But they're 61-26. They have
Doesn't matter.
700 winners. They're winning 70% of the games.
I'm just glad that we have some sort of a front office that's committed to actually winning and winning big.
Who?
Oh,
The Cardinals?
Toronto.
Oh, Toronto.
Cardinals. They're committed to winning big.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we said we. I'm thinking, what we?
I may have said that wrong. The whole thing confused me, but I'm just glad that there is a front office.
Oh, that
is
about, yeah.
Well, they are. They're all about winning.
Actually, we do have a front office. We have a front office in St. Louis that is committed to winning.
They are committed. It's Cardinal way.
The St. Louis Blues. And
Go ahead.
And St. Louis City SC.
Hey, speaking of St. Louis, they're
wanna
up
talk about
6-0.
I don't want to talk about the Blues right now.
Why?
Sad.
Why?
Actually, I'm okay with it.
Go ahead. Hey,
Go ahead, Kevin.
Go ahead.
David,
You guys talk
go
about.
ahead.
Hey,
Free
all I know-
agency.
this is another reason.
Zach's being muted
This
on
is
this.
another
Zach,
reason.
go ahead and take a nap.
No, hold on. This is another reason why Jarvis didn't show up, because I'm right again. Because I told him.
Gosh, here we go.
I told him during the
I'm right
playoffs.
again.
Why would you sit Bennington when he won you a Stanley Cup and put in Jose, whatever? I don't know. He gone. Hey,
Well,
who did they trade? Bennington? No, they traded the other dude.
Because he was an unrestricted free agent. And somehow he's an unrestricted free agent, can go sign wherever he wants. And Doug Armstrong, the GM, found a way to trade him when he doesn't even have control over him and got a third-round pick. The man just could spin crap into gold.
So,
But-
so what Armstrong's been able to do since 2015 is he's taken a core group of guys, okay, your highest paid core group of most
Your
talented
leadership
players,
within the locker room, basically.
and he has
yes.
turned them over 4 different times since then,
And still winning.
and still winning to where they haven't had to tank and finish last.
To get a draft pick?
No,
or
just to be competitive. Like the Avalanche sucked for a long time
To
Then
get all those really good
then they got-
players.
The Blackhawks have done that.
And they're gonna get hit. The Avalanche are gonna get hit when all these contracts come up and they can't afford them all.
Yeah, because what happens is, okay, where in the past or in other sports you hold on to some of those guys way too long, past their prime, and they're not performing, and you should have traded them. Like Armstrong's philosophy is, I'm going to move you if I can to get something that's going to be better,
younger,
Well,
better, younger, and then
cheaper.
and
Well,
then-
Armstrong's not even necessarily looking. Listen, you may be good next year, but if you would have signed a 5-year contract with us, the last 3 years of that contract, you may have not been very good. So I'm going to trade you with when you still have 2 good years left, so I can get something out of you, knowing full well that I'll give those 2 up, knowing I'm going to have more coming down
only
the
I'll
reason-
get the 5 from
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah.
So the only reason that Tarasenko didn't get moved last year was because he was nobody knew about the injury. So he was injury riddled for the last
Couldn't get-
2.5
couldn't get
seasons.
value out of him.
There's not enough value, not any great value, to trade for him. We didn't want to trade him for a few hockey sticks and some pucks and a backup goalie mask.
Right.
So you want to get something out of him, and he had to prove himself. I think he's going to get moved.
Really?
Yeah, because he has to. Here's the thing, everybody in St. Louis wants Matt Tkachuk. I think Matt Tkachuk wants to be in St. Louis. He can't say it because then that's tampering.
He can't say
He
it?
can't say
No.
it. No, because he's under contract.
It would be he would lose all leverage if he did that with whatever contract he might get.
Can he say I request a trade like KD?
No, and matter of
Because it
fact,
doesn't work in the NHL that way.
And when he's been
Because with Tarasenko requested one, and he's been here 2 years.
yeah, and Tkachuk's from St. Louis.
His best friend is Robert Thomas.
Who just signed an 8-year deal, 8-year
Yeah.
extension. Excuse me.
Yes.
It's the only reason why he could sign an 8-year extension because next year he still only makes $2 million. Then he makes $8 million, which will be the highest paid Blues player AAV in Blues history.
But at that point, Armstrong sees the fact that a Thomas in years and he knows that if he starts to do it, he can either deal Thomas if he starts to fall off, or he can restructure.
But that also means that Ryan O'Reilly's days will be numbered too.
But
and-
Ryan O'Reilly's also 33. I mean,
Yep.
this comes up. He did it with David Backus at the end of his run. He did the same thing. He made a call on Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo wasn't all that good in Vegas this year.
no.
And he made the right call. And I would have loved to have seen Perron resign. They didn't have the cap space to do it. I think if they would have had the cap space, he'd have been here, but he wouldn't have gotten the full years that he wanted. But he'll end up back here again because Perron always ends up back with the Blues
3 times.
3 times.
Really?
And
So, as a matter of fact,
the only team he's ever signed with before today was the Blues.
he's been traded,
He's been traded, traded and claimed on the expansion draft.
and then he was left unprotected, so he got claimed by Vegas.
That worked out well for him. Then he went.
But he got a
No,
ring out.
he
He
got
got
a-
a finals.
he
got
went to
a
the finals.
He went to a cup. But so I'm okay with him moving on because I don't. Armstrong is is the best GM in the business.
He is.
In hockey, he's the best GM in hockey, and it's
it-
not even close.
It sucks because I like David Perron. I just like his attitude. Now we'll probably have fewer offensive zone penalties because he'll get the dumbest penalties sometimes just because. But I also think that's probably a product of him getting older, and now I've got to play a little bit in the gray. And that wasn't the gray. That was actually it's one of those you can't use your stick like that anymore. What? I said I was sorry. Sorry. I said I was sorry.
He's McVay's poster child for just hit him in the head with a stick.
Yeah. It's like, what? I didn't do anything. He's laying there bleeding. It's like, I didn't do anything.
He's got a broken stick and some guy laying on the ground going,
I know how it happened.
I barely touched it.
I have no idea what happened.
He headbutted my stick.
It wasn't me.
Exactly.
We
He
just watched replay. You literally just did it and then yelled, I just did that. It wasn't me. That's David Propp.
He was good in the locker room. He was good with the younger guys.
He's a St. Louis Blue.
He is the St. Louis Blue, and so I'm sad to see that. I really trust in what Armstrong's doing and see what he's got next.
Yeah.
So
I do too. It's just for me personally because I want to see him. I like it.
I'm going to feel the same way when Tarasenko finally gets dealt. Mainly because I'm excited to see what Armstrong fleeces out of somebody else.
He can sell ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves. He's that good.
He's going to turn Tarasenko into some sort of a top three.
Well, Tarasenko is actually
center.
a good asset this year.
But
Last year he wasn't.
No, this year he's going to turn into an asset, but he's somehow going to find a way to turn Tarasenko into a top 6 center, 2 draft picks, and some left-handed third-line defenseman that turns into be a top 2 pairing.
Listen, I would.
Do you know what any of that means?
No.
No. But you know what? If they would trade him for Matt Tkachuk,
I don't think that's going to happen.
And just throw in a 2 and a 3, I'd be happy as hell.
Yeah,
I would.
You would have to give. You would have to give
the kid because
it would be Tkachuk and a 2, and it would be Tarasenko a 2 and a 3.
He's a guy who
and
can
then
score.
Charlie Lindgren for.
Yeah, I would throw in just whoever else too. But okay, so Zach, so you understand how Matt Tkachuk is.
Okay.
Okay.
Apparently he's good.
He can score.
Okay.
And he's also kind of a badass. All right, like
he's a prick.
Yeah, he's
a prick on
He's
the
not
ice.
one of those guys just like, oh no, like Tarasenko might hit you a little bit.
Wait, you want to see somebody get hit with a stick? You want Tkachuk on the Blues.
Yeah,
he might be the first guy that would hit somebody with his flat out.
Shin.
Braden, oh yeah.
Braden Shin's crazy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, anybody.
But Tkachuk is also a St. Louis Blue legacy.
Yes, his
And
dad
he-
Keith.
Right.
He grew up here in St.
heard
Louis.
that.
Oh, you've heard of Keith Tkachuk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also has another
but it's-
brother.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Brady Tkachuk, who
Yeah,
I'd love to have him too, but
Yeah, both of them play
I don't
in
think
NHL.
we get all of them. But
Can't get
can't
the whole
collect them
family.
all.
No,
Can't collect them all.
it's not like Upper Deck cards or the McDonald's
Pokemons.
toys.
They're not Pokemons.
No.
I can't collect them all.
No, can't. I got him. I got one right here. It's right there.
I got a
That's
Tkachuk.
still a thing.
I got
That's
a
still a
Tkachuk.
thing.
I
You know
know.
that Pokemon Go?
Trust me, I know. We
Yeah.
work with people who do it.
Yes.
Oh,
In the
I know
morning.
we know.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Playing Pokemon Go. It's like,
Really?
are you serious right
Really?
now? You're a professional educator. Please stop. Please stop.
You're a grown person.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
When you're short,
I knew he was going there.
when you're short, he's not really a grown person.
Well, you're talking about GMs. Let's go to the other St. Louis program. What do we need to do?
He's not a GM. He's a president of
that's
baseball
right.
operations.
Right.
Pobo.
Yeah.
Bobo.
Yeah. What are we going to do? Are we going to make any moves?
We're going to trade for lefty dead arm, a number 4 starter.
Well, we're getting Matt's back. I mean, that's just like getting a trade.
That's what I said.
like
That's
free
lefty
agent.
dead arm. So
I don't.
I don't know. It's one of those things. I really wish that all kinds of things. They've got reasons for doing these things. I don't know what they are. Like, why is McFarland back in the dugout and you sent the best reliever, one of the best relievers that we had, in Zach Thompson back down? Other than they're saying, well, we're going to stretch him out and make him a starter. Well, you should have thought about that about 5 months ago. But I don't. I have zero faith that anything will happen. They're even saying there's some rumors that they're trying to go after another bat, and I'm like, do we?
Here's an idea. Let's DFA Corey Dickerson. Let's just get him out. Just
He's
you're done.
hot right
What? Because it's 100 degrees in St. Louis? He's hot? No, he's got to go. He's Number one, don't care. Play anybody. Pull somebody up from AAA. DFA. Get him
O'Neal
out of
comes
here.
back. He probably
No,
does.
put Albert in and let Albert hit.
I would let Albert hit all the time instead of him. Are you kidding me? You can't hit against righties. Well, he hit a ding dong Johnson against a righty. Apparently, and he's gonna do the home run derby. So you know what? Apparently, he can still hit.
I wonder if his BP pitcher is a right-handed pitcher for this.
Doesn't even matter. I don't even care. I don't care what he. I would play him any day of the week and twice in the doubleheader on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's how doubleheaders work.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Sometimes they don't play in both of them though, Kevin.
He's a designated hitter.
It doesn't matter. Sometimes
That's
they'll
only
give him
one
the day
game.
off.
You're not even
He
playing
won't play
two
in
parts
both.
of a game.
He won't even play both. So if you play in both games doubleheader as a designated hitter, you played in one game?
Basically.
Does that work for service time too? Anyway.
Then if that's the case, put Gorman there.
I mean,
Stop the clock. Stop the clock.
I would much rather have anybody playing than Corey Dickerson. Okay? And Kisner's starting to hit, which is great. Carlson's starting to hit. I don't agree with you. I don't think they're going to trade Bader.
I think Bader becomes expendable with the way
No,
that Carlson.
Bader? No.
Yes. He's got
Why?
high.
Because you want O'Neal in a corner outfield spot?
No, I don't want either one of them in a corner
Well, then
outfield spot.
why would you get rid of Bader? Why would you get rid of Harrison?
I'd rather watch Yepez run around there lost in one of the corner outfield
please
spots.
stop.
But
You're
You're not getting rid of Bader because of the defensive philosophy.
And I would trade Yepez before I would trade anybody else.
Oh, I could get rid of O'Neal.
Well,
bye-bye. Hey,
I think
O'Neal,
he
Flaherty,
still
and a
has-
bag of baseballs.
Well,
let's offer him to the Angels for Ohtani and see if they take that one.
Right.
I mean, I've done that on MLB The Show, and apparently that one worked. swear
On
to
easy
everything
mode.
that's holy. You don't get that. You don't have that option on easy mode. Trust me. But you can trade both of those guys,
Rookies.
and all of a sudden it's like, we agreed to that trade. I'm like, what? I got a guy who can throw and hit, and I'm trading two guys who can't do either one of those things they're supposed to do. But O'Neal still has the what if potential.
How many more years of what if? If you want to watch what if, go
This
watch
year.
Marvel.
This year.
Can't stay
I'm
healthy.
okay with this year.
Watch Marvel.
I don't.
I just caught up to that.
I have this feeling like at some point O'Neal is just going to bust out and hit. I have
No.
zero faith
Okay, Jarvis.
that Bader will ever hit anything.
He doesn't need to.
He doesn't. He all he has to do is hit
I'm sorry, but then we
240 at best, and do what you do in the field. And he's worth it defensively.
Yes.
The record proves it.
Yeah.
The record proves it. When he's not in the lineup, it's like, how many doubles does he take away? I mean, his defense alone, you can play Yepez more in right field when you have Bader playing center.
If you're going to have, historically, you're going to say the exact same thing about Yachty behind the plate, you're saying the exact same thing about Bader in center field.
I agree
But
with that.
you can't have if Molina ever comes back. Then
will.
you've got right now we basically outside of the last couple of games have a useless spot at the plate in the catching position.
But here's
Can you afford to, when you don't have enough pitching, have two of those spots where you have all defense, zero offense?
That's their philosophy, and they're going to stick to it because
That's
you look
fine
at
when you're running your long reliever out there in the fourth inning every second day.
But that's what they'll do. They ride the bullpen. It's like the other.
I'm not talking about what they do. What should they do?
what they should do
Find
is go
somebody who can go
find
six.
6'3", 225, 230, and hits home runs.
You know, we have two pitchers that are in the top 6 in innings per start.
Waino.
Michaelis and Waino are both
and they
over-
both have losing records.
Yeah, because they have no run support.
Yes. I'm just saying. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily... I mean, 40% of our starting rotation goes over 6 innings on average.
And that's the only reason why the bullpen
It's the fact
saved.
that the other 60% only goes 1 inning.
But apparently you're not putting your better lineup out when you have those two guys pitching, or
Because you have to
they're
put
not-
you have to put the good lineup out when the other people are pitching.
That's right. And me, I'm going to say, well, I got my ace and my 2. I'm going to put my best lineup, and then we'll have the ragtag ruggamuffins out there playing in the third game of the series.
The fact that you have to say we have two different lineups with the DH.
it's analytics, son.
Oh my gosh,
Had
it's
to play
so
the
bad.
splits.
So bad.
Gotta play the
And you know who
splits.
we could have got?
Who?
Schwarber.
Yeah.
That would have been a nice pickup.
Yeah. What's he doing?
28 home runs or
He's
whatever.
also hitting like what, 200?
28 home runs.
He's hitting 200. You would say he doesn't get on base enough. He's
28 home runs.
Bad.
Hey, he's right behind
Ain't got
Judge.
enough gas.
Hey. A lot better than Corey Dickerson. A lot better than Corey Dickerson.
Kyle Schwarber is the left-handed poor man's fat man version of Aaron Judge.
28
beer
home
league
runs.
softball.
Hey,
No.
he's doing something right with 28 home runs.
Yeah, he's hitting fastball.
Curveball, I know hits.
Fastball's very good.
Bats are afraid.
Hold on, time out. You mean to tell? Hold on. You wouldn't
I'm
take
telling you.
Schwarber?
Over Corey Dickerson?
Oh, yeah.
I'd have done it a long time ago.
Okay.
And twice on a doubleheader.
Yeah.
Twice on a doubleheader.
But that's we could have had him.
Yeah. Could have him 5 years ago. But we didn't.
But we did.
We played against him a lot 5 years ago.
I don't know. I still think if you're going to go get, I think they really need to get somebody in that top end starting position. If they're really going to compete,
Starting pitcher? You're not,
I think
'cause
you
you're
need
not
a
gonna
third.
give up. You're not giving up anybody.
I know.
You
I'm
can't.
just saying.
There's nobody to give up.
Oh, there's people.
Bader. He's
No.
got value. You can trade him.
Gorman.
Great value.
Gorman.
No.
I'm saying there are people there.
Okay.
Those
Who would-
Libertor.
They're calling for
Who
Jordan
would-
Walker,
no.
Mason Wynn.
I don't. Those are two guys. I don't.
I
know.
understand that, but you just said there's nobody to get. There are people to get rid of.
But who
They're
do
going to
you?
be tough decisions. Do you want to win now?
So, okay, you're right. And who do you go get? Who?
Oh.
Who are you going to go get right now that's on the market available? If I said, hey, listen,
Syndergaard.
you can have who
The Angels are
who
shopping Syndergaard.
Who that is good can I
Thor.
trade? Yeah, he's like the Avengers Endgame version of Thor. Only not fat, but just terrible. And afraid of Thanos. So
By Thanos, you mean Judge, right?
sure.
Yeah.
Anybody who can hit the ball. So, and then he's going to get hurt. So,
that just proves.
who are you going to go get? Go
That-
ahead.
that-
Mason Wynn. Jordan Walker. Who you going to go get?
That just
Who?
proves nobody.
There ain't
That just
anybody out there.
proves that you do not give big money to pitchers anymore.
Well, I'm
that
telling
is
you, if you're going to give up Jordan Walker or Mason, one of those
Better
guys,
get Max Scherzer or
you can go
somebody.
get. I bet
you're going to
you.
get a 30 some odd.
You can probably go get the Lopez kid out of Miami. Is that his Lopez? The one that's right by the one who doesn't look very good because he pitches right after Alcantara,
Who we used to have.
Yeah.
who we used to have.
We trade him for that loser who had a dead arm and now he's hitting bombs. Kind of makes you wonder if her hitting philosophy is bad.
Just
Yeah.
Can we just make Albert the hitting coach and just be done with it?
Let's go back to having Big Mac as the hitting coach. Or let's Skip
he's in
do
San
it.
Diego.
Or let's Skip do it.
Wait,
See ball, hit ball.
bunch of left-handed slappers.
Hey, you know what?
Just
does
poking
it
it
get
to
on
left field.
base?
Yeah,
Does it get on base?
Skip didn't.
I would still take Skip over Jeff Albert's piss poor.
Yes.
You know that's not him. You
That's
know
not
that
him.
everything is up top.
Okay,
Everything.
so who goes first out of these three people? Mozeliak,
Nope.
Nope.
Ollie,
Nope.
Nope.
Jeff Albert.
Well, I would.
Out of those three,
Those three.
Albert.
I see it's Ollie.
Nope.
Really?
I'm
No,
going Jeff Albert.
he is the perfect yes man.
He's not. He doesn't do a bad job.
I'm just saying from a Mo and DeWallet standpoint,
he's
going.
made tough
if-
decisions as a manager,
Right.
at his age, and I gotta give him credit because
Yeah.
when you got guys like Molina, who Matheny couldn't manage
this-
Molina.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, but that was also how many years
This,
ago?
this
matter.
isn't.
So
This
got
isn't about. This isn't about what should happen. What will happen is I think Ollie goes before Albert. If Albert isn't gone by now, he's got some sort of Teflon coating on him that they just
But they're winning. That's the
Yes.
issue. They're staying. It's like
even
just
yeah.
afloat, just enough. And with the fact that you've extended the playoffs to 6 teams, Now the Cardinals are always going to say, we're always going to be there. We're always going to be in it. We're in it. We're in the hunt. We're in the hunt.
We're going to get it.
Schilt didn't get fired because he was bad. Schilt got fired because he wanted Albert
because
fired.
he disagreed.
Because
there
he disagreed. So I think at some point,
like
Ollie's going to say, because Ollie's one of
I said it.
Ollie's one of the first. Ollie is a manager that says, "Hey, our guys aren't very good. They weren't good enough.
Yeah.
We need more out of Matz. We need more out of Hudson." And he says it publicly.
And I like it.
And it's awesome. At some point, does he say the wrong thing? Like, I need more out of the front office. He gets canned.
And then he saes, "I think your bow tie is stupid."
You can take that bow tie and you
You're a
can
dirty
shove it
pirate
somewhere. We didn't have an internet outage. So I'm like, we need a break.
Oh, yeah. What
Take
he's
a
going to
BB
say
gun and
is,
shoot you in the face.
oh my God. Well, how about on that? We take a break here.
Couldn't even see talent if I shot it in the face with you.
We'll take a quick break and be right back. You're watching the Coach's Box, maybe. Whether it's residential or commercial, Home by SMCI has the right products for you. Global Plasma Solutions will attack your bacteria, mold, viruses, and even help with dust in your house. They install easily in less than 45 minutes, and it's invaluable for the rest of your life. If you're interested in any of the products they offer, give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
Wiley Agencies has 2 locations in Festus and Hillsborough to serve you. We offer home, auto, boat, motorcycle, business, life insurance, investments, and much more. We offer a customized approach unique to your situation to make sure you, your family, and assets are properly protected. We also offer great rates and savings. Give us a call today at 636-764-6294 for the Festus office or 636-333-9903 for the Hillsborough office to do an insurance review or just talk sports. If you don't have time to call, feel free to email Sean at seanwiley@allstate.com. Worried about planning for your financial future? Turn to the expert with 29 years of experience and give Brian Waits a call today. Brian Waits at Waits Financial Services specializes in investments, life insurance, retirement plans, tax planning, and even 401k rollovers. For more information, or if you just want to get a quote, call Brian at 314-374-6713 or email him at bwaits@woodburyfinancial.net.
Got a big appetite? Join us at Case & Bucks in Barnhart for all-you-can-eat soup and salad every day of the week. All-you-can-eat Mexican on Mondays. Kids eat free on Tuesdays. All-you-can-eat pasta on Wednesdays. All-you-can-eat meatloaf on Thursdays. And all-you-can-eat fish and shrimp on Fridays. Enjoy our Feed the Crew special on Saturdays, which offers a large one-topping pizza, a pound of wings, toasted ravs, and a large salad, only $29.99. Like our Facebook page and see our full menu at caseandbucksbarnhart.com.
No time to eat in? No problem. Don't feel like cooking? We'll do it for you. Need wings for your party? TJ's Bar and Grill has got you covered. TJ's is a local mom and pop establishment in Peevely, Missouri, known for their own homemade pizza sauce, barbecue sauce, and their famous TJ's wing sauce. Open 7 days a week, they are family friendly, biker friendly, and locally owned. Come by or order by phone with your credit card at 636-475-3648. TJ's Bar and Grill. We're glad you stopped by.
Thanks for watching another rib-tickling, gut-busting, epic episode of The Coach's Box. Please like, share, and follow.
All right, and welcome back to our last segment of the Coach's Box. You know, we've had a little bit of technical difficulties here tonight.
Just a cup. Did we reboot yet?
Yeah, I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and everything worked fine.
It works 90% of the time.
90% of the time. That's what our tech guy told us.
60% of the time, it works every time.
But we are shorthanded here. We are missing.
Are we though?
Well, you know what? This is the X show for a reason. St. Pius X, the X, has ruled the show. It's been a fun show. Sitting here.
Care about your education show.
Yeah, care about your education. Exactly what we do. So if you're interested,
you can go to www.
No, wait. I was interested in subscribing to our show.
Oh, okay. That's it.
I wasn't entirely certain where you were going with that.
Well, because otherwise the R word might have been thrown out there.
Undo.
No, that would be. No, that's a U.
Yeah.
We're talking about academics.
I wasn't. I was trying to avoid the R word.
That's right. We don't do that.
No,
we don't do that here. So. Our last segment, what are we talking about, Zach? Oh, Zach's like, you make me do some work now.
What did we just say before?
Oh,
talking about the Browns
Oh,
and Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson, and that we're still waiting on the decision of the NFL on his suspension.
So dumb.
I think everybody but the Browns know if he's getting suspended or not.
They know.
Everybody knows he's getting suspended.
Yes.
How much?
It's the year.
The whole year.
That's it?
If
Just
Ray
one
Rice
year?
got it for one time, was it 24? 26.
Women.
He's going to get at least the year.
Allegedly.
He should get banned for life, but he's going to get the year.
You cannot sit here and say.
Wrong,
you cannot sit here
and tell
me. You cannot tell me that the NFL cares about the whole Me Too movement and women and
is the Me Too movement still a thing?
Sure, it is.
Oh.
It's on their agenda. You can't sit here and say that the NFL cares about any of that if you're going to let this man play football again.
Whatever the suspension is, it should be more.
Yeah. And then here's the
Way
kicker.
more.
Here's the kicker.
Wait.
Okay. Go ahead.
The kicker for the quarterback?
We're talking about a kicker.
Yeah, kicker. We're talking about kicker here. So they're going to come out with the verdict. Let's just say it's a year. Okay. He can appeal, and where does that go to? Roger Goodell individually, and he could say
8 games.
8 games. 6 games.
It didn't hold up. It didn't hold up
weeks.
when they did the Deflategate stuff. I mean, he still said 4
Actually,
games.
it's half a season. We're going to go 8.5 games.
He's already missed an entire season. Mind you.
Yeah.
Oh, mind you. Why?
So is it time served, or do we have to do another year?
No.
Time served. He got paid. Is it going to be unpaid?
He should get it.
Give all of his money back that he made that last year after signing that extension?
How? Why? If you're Cleveland.
Because you're relevant. You're in the news. Baker's old news. He's old news.
Now.
Yeah, because now he's
at
playing
least the
for
commercials were good.
Yeah.
Okay, but if your commercials are good.
I don't know. The Deshaun Watson commercials might be pretty good now, too.
But if
it's a new kind of insurance.
If you're talking about a quarterback and you said, man, his commercials are good, and you're not talking about how good he is on the field, there's a problem. And so Baker Mayfield's commercials are good. His fourth quarter's not good. His quarterback rating's not good. He's not very good.
He had one
He's
down
had one good
year.
No, he had one good year, and that was it.
He's had how many head coaches? He's had how many offensive coordinators?
I still think I think he'll. If the fact that Matt Rule with the Panthers wasn't a disaster offensively, they got the guy who used to be the head coach at the Giants is now their offensive coordinator.
No, he's irrelevant.
McAdoo.
No.
They hired Bob.
Whoop-de-doo.
McAdoo. It's again. With a good offensive coordinator, I really think Baker could be a good quarterback for a team. But he's in Carolina, which is a dumpster fire.
Well, here it came out recently that his behavior, and this was some anonymous exec in Cleveland said he needed to grow up and basically quit being a baby. And so he was polarizing in the locker room because of how he behaved, some of his antics. And he said, hey, the stuff that got us fired up at Oklahoma and in college doesn't maybe necessarily work professionally. Half the locker
We don't
room
do that here.
Half the locker room loved it. Half the locker room didn't like it. And on top of that, he butted heads with the head coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. So you assess everything, and you're like, yeah, he needs to go. But he still, you go and look, and I had all this for last week, and all. He has he's just as good. Deshaun Watson, you talk about only having one good year. Watson only had one good year, and what was this team record when he had that one good year? 4-12. 4-12. He didn't win.
He does a lot of other things.
A lot of extracurriculars, right?
Yeah.
He does stuff that you can't talk about on TV.
Where's
This stuff doesn't show up in the stat line.
Where's Urban Meyer going to coach? Because he could go play there.
With Johnny Manziel and whatever league, XFL league with Terrell Owens.
Michigan Panthers. Oh, wait, no, that's Jeff Fisher. Sorry.
Special advisor to the Browns.
But
Special advisor to
But
Deshaun Watson.
speaking of leaving the
though?
Browns, but you go to Carolina, that quarterback room is the room of what the hell are we going to get from them? You got Darnold,
Same draft.
Yeah.
Darnold, Baker, and then Matt Corral.
Yeah, I like him. I liked him in college. He was great.
Where did he go to school?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Oh,
Ole
I know
Miss.
what
But
you're
hey,
talking about.
he built that, helped win.
Yes.
Okay, helped turn that program around.
He developed and got better over his 4 years that he was there.
Oh, don't say that. Now, is he ever going to pan out?
No.
Probably not.
Not
But
in
hold on.
that quarterback room,
Okay.
he's not.
Tell
Should've
me.
got Gardner
We sit
Minshew.
here. Oh my gosh. You tell me. He's got the mustache. That's probably why.
It's
Right?
probably friggin' awesome.
How
Samson
ma-
had
It's like
power in
Tom
the
Okay.
hair.
Selleck playing
There's
quarterback.
only a handful of dominant QBs.
Yeah.
Okay.
None of them play in Carolina or in Cleveland.
But what I'm saying
New
is,
York.
Dominant. Wait.
For
that's
such a-
his-
for
is that
such-
what Watson was into? His dominance?
Oh, we're waiting for that internet connection to go down again now.
Wait, we're not bad mouthing Canada. We're okay. It's Cleveland.
but you
Kansas
can't.
South.
The NFL does not have a cornucopia, a plethora of very good high-level QBs.
Winter, Florida.
A potpourri, if you will, a
Okay.
menagerie.
Why did you stop quoting Saturday Night Live Celebrity Jeopardy?
Wait. So, name your top level quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. Good.
That's
and
about
that's
it.
it.
And then no,
You're gonna say the Buffalo
always gonna-
Bills.
You're always going to have those ones that are
Just below?
That's where that bigger group is. I think is that one that's just below. Josh Allen,
Yep.
Russell Wilson,
Yeah.
Justin Herbert,
I'd say
there.
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford now with a team.
And Matthew
around him.
Stafford
before
always.
has been good. He just played for the Lions.
Yeah. But then
Say
you
Matt Ryan.
Well, I don't know
Not-
if I put
he-
Matt
he's
Ryan.
Not anymore.
Passes- not anymore. But
He's
he
in
was
that
up there.
He's in that
Yeah.
third group
Yeah.
now, I think.
And then there's the other guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Peacock!
Yeah.
I was waiting. I set it up.
I know,
I
I
set
know.
it up. You
I know.
totally ruined it.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do desk pop. I can like
So,
desk pop for Deshaun Watson. It's
Desk
a
pop.
totally different thing. Totally different thing.
But I think trying to find that next elite quarterback is just you're not going to have that league full of elite quarterbacks anymore
You don't know
because
it's-
they're not developing.
They're not developed. And how do you sit here and say? And Baker is the poster child for this. You're the number one pick. You literally played a team who hasn't made the playoffs in how many years? You have a winning record. You win in the playoffs, and a year later, it's not good enough anymore. On top of, like I said, you played hurt. Yes, this is non-throwing shoulder. You played hurt. You had how many head coaches? You had how many OCs? And that's not good enough for a team that literally is called the Factory of Sadness.
Is that what it's really
The town, Cleveland, a factory of sadness. And all of a sudden,
a
hold
great
on, you're
dingy city.
gonna be pretty picky and choosy here. All with what that guy did, and then the guy you're going to replace him
it's
with.
the legacy of Bernie Kosar is what it is.
Well,
Co-star. Wow.
Was Vinny Testaverde a Brown at one point? Yes.
everybody was a Brown at one point.
Everybody's played for Cleveland at least
I was
once.
gonna say, they had
Kelly
how many?
Holcomb,
What,
Tim
29,
Couch.
29
Holcomb.
starters in 26 years or
Tim
something like
Couch.
that? Yeah, Tim
What did I
Couch.
say?
I don't remember.
Couch.
I thought I
You said Couch
Sofa,
like it was a school you
Love
used
Seat.
to work at. Oh, that's right, it was.
It was.
Yeah.
I don't
named
know.
after
But Tim Couch, number 1 pick out of Kentucky.
Yeah, hey, guys who come out of Kentucky who are great, not Tim Couch.
So,
But I don't know. As much as I rooted for Cleveland, I don't know if I could root for him anymore.
You sure? Do you
Yeah.
feel like you'd be tainted?
Oh my goodness! Can't
Why are you laughing at?
I don't know.
I'm just laughing because you're laughing.
right.
This is a show off the rails. Is it
Trying to
is
be.
it time
It's
to go
there.
home?
where's Jim Powers
Hey.
when we need him?
Week 1, who you got? Is Baker going to be the starter, and who wins, Cleveland or Carolina? Week 1.
Oh, Baker will be the starter, and Carolina beats Cleveland, and it's
I
not
hope
even
so.
close.
I hope so.
Because I don't think Jacoby Brissett is even in the top 45 quarterbacks in the league. Chase Daniel is above him.
man, that's how they need a 30 for 30 on Chase Daniel. How great would that be?
God, I wish Cleveland would sign Chase Daniel.
What is he, like the second highest earning active quarterback? Because
Well, I mean,
and he's started 4 games.
sounds like it was a good life plan. That Mizzou
That's-
education really paid
Forget
off.
that the Roth IRA there. You know,
Yeah, I mean, you just be a journeyman
it's that
backup.
Roth NFL right there.
I remember when they had that other kid who was his backup, and they said that he was a prototypical.
The Patton kid, Justin Patton.
Yeah,
I
I
was
think
thinking
that
about
was
from
his
Mizzou.
Because he was,
Yeah.
because he was a 5-star. He went to that
Went to
elite,
Carolina.
that elite 11.
Yeah.
He played in Carolina.
Did he actually
He
make the
signed as a
league?
free agent with.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
But he was on the cover
only
of
around.
ESPN the magazine.
He was only
with him.
around for a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
of years. They both came in that same year.
He played for the Longhorns.
Yeah.
Parkway, the
The
blue.
No,
white.
no. That
No.
you're thinking of Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're thinking
okay.
of Gabbert.
No.
Okay.
No, the Justin Patton, he had like 1 year like on a practice squad, I think, somewhere. But he was that 6'5" pocket passer that
So
was,
he got beat out by the guy who looks like he plays beer league softball, not even 6 foot. He was standing on his tiptoes when they measured him, who's made all this money as a backup. That's
60
insane.
$63 million in his career as a backup.
That's awesome.
So
Hope he invested it well.
earned, not necessarily, but his contract, he's still got another like 2 years on his.
Don't invest in
His
crude
deal.
oil.
So, but
Or EVs.
Follow me for more helpful tips.
yeah,
I'm just saying. No, I love it. Chase Daniel is the man.
yeah.
I just hate that Oklahoma. I hate Oklahoma.
You know we didn't talk about
No, what?
college football.
Do we need to?
And once again,
Hey, I don't even know what's happening.
Me being right again,
God, stop.
Jarvis.
I don't think you're right now. Shut up, McVey. Why don't you just fall forward?
There it is.
Harumph, grumble.
I'm the essence of positivity.
Essence.
Essence.
Yeah.
What is that?
Essence.
Zoolander essence.
Why do you think?
because
No.
because we said, and I talked about the fact that they're going to go to mega conferences.
Well,
Maybe.
they've all kinds of things. Like the SEC has come out and said that no, we're going to be fine with the teams now that we've added Oklahoma and Texas. I think they're just waiting for somebody to sweeten the pot to come in. I think they want Clemson. I don't think they necessarily want, and like Clemson and Florida State, but I don't think they necessarily wanted some of the other ones. Or they're
And
trying to
ACC.
find a way to kick some schools out.
Vanderbilt.
Mizzou's
Probably
on that
Mizzou.
list. I'm telling you, Mizzou's on that list if that happens. So, I was like, but, Nick Saban somewhere like, listen, you got to give us some cupcakes somewhere in the schedule. So, as long as they're in the conference, they're a Power 5. There could be one of the power schools.
If you don't put a cupcake in the conference, I'm a host. We're going to have the Citadel come in every single year.
That's how he goes. You're going to kick Vanderbilt out? I want the Citadel in
Georgia Southern
Coastal
State.
Carolina.
Coastal.
the Chanticleers.
The one with the chickens or whatever is the mascot.
That's what Jarvis said. What's a Chanticleer?
I had another word.
Yeah, I know. You can't say that.
Gamecock.
There we go.
No, it's South Carolina.
There
Yeah.
we go. We already have that.
So,
No.
but it's not done. It's nowhere near being done.
No. But
This all ends with 2 mega conferences pulling out and doing their own championship, not being part of the NCAA or the whatever the
Right. Dr. Pepper Bowl or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Dr. Pepper Bowl.
That's who sponsors it. That's
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
The
Yeah.
Championship. Whatever.
I can't remember what the 3 letters are, but
College football playoffs.
Yeah.
CFP.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
I was thinking of the precursor to the CFP.
That's
BCS.
Yes.
Everybody knows that. It was like a cuss word.
So
It's about that time, fellas.
Yeah.
It's been a show. I mean, it's actually like 2 shows into
Kind of
one.
like it was a doubleheader.
It's
I
like
feel-
a doubleheader.
feels
Twice
like-
in a doubleheader.
feels like lunch.
Yep.
It's like the lunch table discussions. We should just record those one day.
No.
No.
We can edit them out. Just record them.
That's
And
Then
then
it'd be like a 2-minute show. Yeah.
It's like, what can we actually talk about?
have a couple of teachers sit on phone books or at the same height, and then
You can make them into TikToks with that much time that you actually have. It's all cuts. Anyway, so Zach, why don't you send us out today?
Well, you are watching the Coach's Box. Thanks for all of our viewers, and thanks for all of our sponsors. If you want to sponsor, hit us up here at the Coach's Box. It's still relatively cheap. I think it's $15 for a month, and
$25 first month.
$25 for the first, $15 after that. We'd love to have you. Next week, we're going to try and broadcast a baseball game up at GCS Park in Sauget, Illinois. One of the things that we're trying to expand on, I think we're still working on getting things ready for the upcoming fall forward football season. No, I'm saying for the fall for the football
Somewhere Jarvis
season.
is
Yeah, I
going, why
know.
don't you just shut up?
Yeah. No, we're gonna try and broadcast some games again. Football, maybe some other stuff here if we can get everything lined out.
soccer game.
We said other games and sports. Go ahead.
I had to try.
You had to try. Now, out of softball, who knows? I mean, it could be. We could have all kinds of value all over this county.
Because that's what we want to try to have is more value.
Yeah.
But we should be next week. We won't have the Coach's Box. We will be doing the broadcast up at GCS. We might have maybe a little short show or something, after or whatever. But we'll have a lot of fun doing that, and that should be a good time. Again, we're trying to venture out into some things, so tune in next week for that. And if all works right, we didn't have it this week because Jim Powers is still on the mend, on the move with the caravan. It's been a rough one for Jim. And
This has been an odd summer.
It has
hasn't
been
it?
an odd
With-
summer.
with everything that's going on.
Can't believe we're only like 4 weeks from school starting.
You shut your mouth. But we're gonna be
The faculty meetings.
yeah, it'll be so much fun. So we're gonna be trying to have that next week, and hopefully we can get that going again and be right into our broadcast, and then we'll see you guys again the following week with another episode of the Coach's Box. So
Go ahead, Chris.
why I was just kind of helping out with some stuff.
Just
Jeez.
helping out. Here, hey, Kevin, go ahead. Would you go ahead and send
Kevin,
us
why
out?
don't you send us out? Go ahead.
Hey, you're watching the Coach's Box.
I guess you'll see these sons of somethings next week on the Coach's Box. Or
Hey,
no,
this
2
is
weeks
the-
on the Coach's Box.
This is
yeah.
the St. Pius the X episode.
This is Lancerville from the Coach's Box.
That's right. And we will see you guys next week at GCS,
Camelot.
and then following week with another episode. So till then, tune in. Have a good night and stay safe out there. Hopefully. See you guys. End quote. Repeat line again. Oops. My bad.
Thanks for watching another rib-tickling, gut-busting, epic episode of The Coach's Box. Please like, share, and follow.